match now. It's going to be the center referee, Shewan Gizao Tababel, will be taking us through the 90 minutes of it. And we'll obviously be looking at what qualities the Addis Ababa Can Chelsea side can bring into this game. We've already seen previously what Bahardar can do, even into the last season of the Premier League. But being a new season and facing a team that is probably just third last of the bottom of the log, Addis Ababa Can Chelsea, just makes you feel that there's going to be a fight here to try and get better points out of this one. Bahardar in the 7th position. It's still mid-table. Out of 15 matches, won 5, drawn 5 to try and get the goals for them. The center referee is Shewan Gizao Tababel. The assistant referee is Badeta Gabra. Now the center referee, I beg your pardon, is Bahiru Teka. The international assistant referee is Shewan Gizao Tababel. In which they won, he was one of the scorers. Abraham Ebratu is the coach of the Bahardar City. He was with Sebeta in the last season. And it's not just the players that are journeymen, it is also the coaches. The Mise Fekanu is the head coach of Addis Ababa. Came with them from the lower tiers of the game into the Premier League. And is currently the one taking care of them in the game. So not much is being said about the Addis Ababa Can Chelsea side, only the fact that they qualified into the league and finished the first leg in the 14th position. It's going to be the first game they're playing in the second leg. A stylish Richmond Adongo starts it in very good fashion as well. And they'll be playing from right to left on your screens with Charles Riban with the other Ghanaian in there as well. Maybe Addis Ababa City will hold their own against Bahardar City. But Bahardar is a team that is known to perform when you least expect them to, and sometimes to really disappoint you when you expect them to perform well. Side chair and Johannes Azeze will tell you more about that game in Amharic. I am Bernardo Tieno. I'm in the company of Peter Kirumba to take you through the 90 minutes of this. Peter, another game here we're watching a newly promoted side versus a very experienced seasoned side in the Premier League. What do you expect of this one?
Oh yes, Addis Ababa, the new boys in town with the 4-3-3 formation are coming to strike with Richmond Adongo, already having 5 goals to his credit, and Bahardar Ketema with a 4-2-1-3 formation.
Well, this one takes a side netting, the very first attempt by the Addis Ababa side to try and get themselves into the box on the other side. A good run down on the right flank. Good cross as well, isn't it, Peter?
Yeah, good idea. But the wrong execution, but it just goes to show they're hungry and they're showing intent to the real in the game.
Solomon Wodesa has got a different kind of hunger now. He wants to push the ball right up to the front. That's the captain, Fikra Mikhail Alemu, who gets it into the midfield to the very experienced Fetudin Jamal. Played 13 games so far. Oh, they lose it just out of a little bit of complacency. This is the other Ghanaian in the field. Charles Riban holding his own again and sending the ball onto the right flank. Looking like a very definite, strong figure in the midfield for the Addis Ababa City side. And it's played all the way to the captain, Zerihuna Nchebo. Played 10 games so far. Long ball out on the flank. Richmond Adongo just stays onside. I think it's waiting for a delivery to come from that side. A little bit of a long touch coming off that one. And I think good blockage as well by Enoch Esaias. That just causes Ndale Kebele to make a mistake there.
Yeah, he stretched too long. The ball was too far away from him. His height couldn't make him at least start that game, that ball. So he went for it, but he already knew he was overstretching himself.
Yeah, tried to make himself elastic a bit. He didn't quite succeed. Fitsu Malemu, well, the talisman on the Bahardar side. In as much as you would say he's a journeyman, having played before in First League and Sebeta, and at Bahardar, he brings in quality in wherever he goes. He's the workhorse of the side as well. He's already scored 6 goals and 1 penalty for the side. It's getting back onto the position, but it rolls over the ball. Comes off with a little bit of discomfort. And Bahardar, thinking about whether to play it with the goalkeeper or not. This one is going to be played under floodlights as the evening sets in. You'd have expected that he'll have a level of accuracy at the moment and to capitalize on the mistakes. Like I said, in some games, it's the mistakes that make you lose or win. And a very hard kick going to us. Goal! Just quickly touched by the goalkeeper. Daniel Teshome helps it go onto the crossbar. But what a shot from Alemu. Well, it wasn't very quick action from Teshome, but he certainly noticed that there was going to be a problem with that. And even now, he's got to twist himself into a very uncomfortable angle to get that one. It's going to be a corner then for Bahardar. 52 minutes of play gone by. We're playing the 53rd minute now. And Bahardar had better capitalize on the corners, but Fitzum Alemu seems to be the man who's taking it. So that means he's not the one who's going to be angling down for a header. This one is in the net. It's Fetruddin Jamal. And with quite some power as well from Fetruddin Jamal. What power! Fitzum Alemu. And Fetruddin Jamal categorically puts his head onto it. He's coming from outside. He sees the ball, angles himself down, and beats the goal. Is there any player who always knows what he has done wrong? Here is a chance. And almost putting himself in danger. I think he banged onto the post there. Fitzum Tilla got himself so close. But could he have made contact with the post? Well, maybe not. But he got so close from a ball that was just going on its own. Yeah, he holds onto the post. The goalkeeper manages to get the ball. I think that will be given out for a corner then. It has been taken for a corner. Again, the goalkeeper is off his line. A bicycle kick from Richmond Adongo. And his own second kick doesn't go in as well. Could he have done it any differently? Here it is again. Well, it bounces off, and that's why it gets to Endale.
You see how little basics can save a team? The goalkeeper traveled and he made sure he touched the ball. And therefore, he made a very big mistiming out of Richmond Adongo.
Yeah, that's the rule, isn't it? That the goalkeeper must touch the ball. When it doesn't, then it throws everybody into a little bit of a confusion. Here is a chance for a shot. It's a big one. It goes directly to a goal as well. Picked up by Abubeker. Again coming from Fitzum. Well, that's a well-taken shot, isn't it, Peter?
Oh, yes, perfectly taken. The goalkeeper's at the right place at the right time. But now, it goes to show
this is a good setup now. We're looking for another one down on the left side. The shot! Really put in a tiny little shot to make sure he's not going to make the mistake there. Fitzum Alemu was expecting it to go back to him. He initiated the move here from outside the box. He was expecting a return ball. And he knows that if he'd gone to him, any touch on him would have been obviously a penalty if he had possession. It does.
And they start making mistakes, creating fouls.
Oh, okay.
Picking up cards.
So it makes you very erratic.
All right.
And you start making errors on the field. And you get desperate as well. And sometimes you commit unnecessary fouls. That pushes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Abubeker has left it. It's crossed the line. It's in the net. And Addis Ababa City have equalized here. Quite unexpectedly. It looks very innocent here, coming from that distance. Nouri doesn't stop it and can't stop it with his eyes. The back pass coming from Solomon Odessa is probably the easiest own goal that will count here, as Abubeker is unable to control it. That is the way it's going to be for the second game this day. So from the Adama Sound